What's up, people? How are we doing today? Welcome to FlyWithO'BEN channel. Today, very simple. We're here to talk about my first international trip. Over water, international. First of all, we over here. We are currently in, right now, we're in, what is it called? Miami Beach, Florida. But yeah, came from Saint Montique, if I'm saying that right. That's one of those islands right by St. Lucius. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, but of course, hey, welcome to Flying with OBEN channel. This is Flying with OBEN. Transparency plus accountability equals to growth. And my first experience as an international airline pilot, boy. Yeah. You know when you work so hard for something and you finally seeing it happen. Like, yeah. I'm really out here flying a jet over water. I know for most people, I'm the one thing about me, this channel is 100% honesty, is 100% full transparency, the good, the bad, the negative, all of it. And the one thing that I've been forcing myself to do lately is just celebrate every little win I get. Just be honest with myself and never be Mr. Too Cool to be proud of how far he's come. Because I think one thing that happens sometimes, especially with pilots or people who are in my field, is they get too cool. They forget to hey, good job. Good job, you did that. You did that. You're out here in the jet, an Airbus at 39,000 feet, flying all the way from Florida, Miami, Florida, all the way to St. Montique, which is like an island next to St. Lucius down there in the Caribbean, over blue water. And I was just sitting there like, who would have thought, my boy? Who would have thought? Oh, shit. Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought a kid from West Central Africa would not only come to America, a kid from West Central Africa, Nigeria, will not only come to America, but be working for one of the biggest legacies out there, one of the biggest airlines out there. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Yeah. I'm trying to force myself to enjoy moments like this because sometimes I know for a fact, I get in my own head of like, yeah, we're on reserve, what's coming next, what's this, let's worry about this. It's just like, nah, chill, relax, take it all in. I just came from, I walked over the beach in Miami Beach over there. Believe it or not, this is sad to say, but I've been grinding for so long that it's like, it's so weird to like where now it's time for me to start, tapping into the enjoying part of aspect of like this whole thing I've worked hard for, but my brain is still stuck in that whole, oh, we gotta chase the next thing. But I'm like, to what ends? You know what I mean? To what ends? What is gonna make me happy? 500 hours? What's gonna make me happy? 1,000 hours? Captain upgrade? What's gonna make me happy? You know what? What is gonna make me happy? To what ends? That's where I go, you gotta figure out, because this is the most difficult part. This is like the hard part I've seen for other pilots, and I see for myself that it's gonna be a struggle. You gotta figure out, or I have to figure out, what does happiness look like for me? Because this entire time it's been so easy for me to just work hard, grind. Now that I'm at the grind, yeah, more grind is not necessarily gonna drastically increase my satisfaction or more happiness. Now I gotta figure out what really matters to me. And that's a tough conversation to look in the mirror and have with yourself. Hey, Benjamin, what do you care about? What is it? What is it that you want your life to look like? And now that I'm here and having that option of like, okay, you've worked hard, put a lot of hard work to get here. Now it's not time for you to sit on the table, sit in the mirror, look at yourself, do some soul searching to go, this is what I want for my life. And I know most of you guys are gonna be like, oh, why didn't you show us the beach? Why didn't you show all of that? It's not what this channel is about. Because this channel is not about none of that fancy stuff, none of that oh, let me walk on the beach, let me show you how cool the layover is. No, 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 no. I'm not doing that over here. You have plenty of YouTube channels that will do that for you. By all means, go subscribe to them if that's what you're looking for. Here on this channel, we are all about transparency plus accountability is equal to growth. I'm going to be transparent with you guys on what's going on. Reserve, it doesn't always suck. Sometimes you get a crazy layover, you know what I mean? You get to fly to an island. Sometimes you're doing Charlotte to Raleigh-Durham or Charlotte to Atlanta, you know what I mean? But that's the part of this job that I like so much. It's just like, in the beginning it's gonna suck. And I feel like that's there to test your will or to just test how committed you are to this. You know what I mean? And I know this video is not, I didn't talk that much about my first time flying over my international, but yeah, I enjoyed it. And I speak a little bit of la part français, so it was cool. It was, yeah, that's crazy because I was sitting out playing like, wow, I'm an international pilot. Wait a minute, going through custom and all of that. Not saying at the original I didn't go through custom because at the original we went to Canada. We went to Canada was Mexico. We went to Mexico, Oaxaca and all of that. But that doesn't really hit the same as when you over water, 200 to 300 nautical miles. There's nothing inside but blue water. You know what I mean? Yeah. Having to check in and all of that and hear other pilots and just hear other ATC controllers start speaking their native language. That's cool. That's cool. Well, to me, I thought it was cool. And the one thing that you always take away is just like they always tell you in training, whenever you leave American airspace or whenever you're flying into, all these different countries, you want to enunciate what you say. You want to make sure you understand what they're saying, enunciate. But lucky enough for me, we went over to Caribbeans that used to be a French colony. So I have, I know a little bit of la part français, oui. But yeah, hey, enough rambling. Again, thank you for real. Thank you for watching. If you watch all the way to the end, I appreciate you. If you didn't even watch all the way to the end, my rambling was too much. But at the end of the day, this channel is not about fancy stuff. Oh, look at me in my uniform. No. This is about the real work that needs to happen in psychological aspect. Again, it's all wrapped up to a transparency plus accountability is equals to growth. A lot of this is more for me just watching myself grow as a man. Because at the end of the day, you're going to hear me say this a lot. I'm Benjamin before I'm Benjamin the pilot. I'm human. I'm just like you. Just because I put on a pilot suit doesn't drastically mean, things that I'm trying to improve on is not there anymore. That would be me lying to myself. Because at the end of the day, the uniform got to come off. I got to go talk to Benjamin. You know what I mean? Yeah, but hey, again, thank you for watching. I know this video went on long, but sometimes I will do the 5 minutes if I can. Sometimes I can't, but I just wanted to get the thought out there. But again, hey, thank you for watching. I know you didn't have to. If you want to subscribe, all of that, by all means do. If you don't, hey, no harm, no foul, baby, no pressure at all. Thank you guys for listening, for real. Appreciate you guys. It's gonna be more videos like this. I like being able to have conversation with you all. And if you are, how do I say this? If you're in a transitional phase in your life to where your goals are finally starting to happen, leave a comment down below. Let's talk about it. That's what this community is about, just being honest. Be honest and vulnerable, because a lot of us walk around here with ego protection. Just ego, just designed as self-preservation disguised as ego. And that's not a healthy way to go about life, I think. You know what I mean? But hey, who am I? I'm just Benjamin. I'm just Benjamin on YouTube. But hey, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Transparency plus accountability equals to growth. See ya.